Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jason Zielinski. A series of historic and devastating storms hit Austin and really the entire city, bringing waves of snow, ice, and wind over the course of 8 days. As each storm rolled in, more ice built up on trees and power lines, leading to storm-related outages. Additionally, ERCOT-mandated power outages put an extreme burden on our customers. At the height of the storms and mandated outages, about 220,000 Austin Energy customers were without power. As soon as Austin Energy was given the go-ahead from ERCOT and safely able to do so, their crews began restoration efforts. Austin Energy crews untangled broken tree limbs from power lines, sometimes across steep, rocky terrain. Other outages required more intricate work, like replacing blown fuses at individual locations. We understand being without power in these weather conditions for an extended period of time is frustrating, challenging, and scary. We thank Austinites for their patience as our crews and support teams worked around the clock to safely restore power. Water services also became critical during the storm. Due to power loss at the Ulrich Water Treatment Plant, Austin Water's largest water treatment facility, and numerous leaks from freeze-damaged infrastructure, water storage and water pressures dropped drastically, causing citywide outages. Austin water crews worked 24 hours a day to repair broken water lines and leaks. Plant workers coordinating with Austin Energy got the treatment plant back online. Residents helped by conserving water to allow reservoirs to recover. Water service has now been restored system-wide. To ensure drinking water was safe, the city issued an emergency water boil notice. Loss of pressure could have resulted in contaminants in the water supply. Fortunately, it was only precautionary and no contaminants were ever detected. Helping our community recover remains the city's top priority. At our latest council meeting, council affirmed Mayor Adler's disaster declaration to allow the city to access state and federal emergency funding following the severe winter weather. They waived fees and costs for people receiving Austin-Travis County emergency medical services during the winter storms. They also approved a plan that would allow quick repair of plumbing damage caused by winter storms, including waiving permits and extension of application deadlines. Council waived permits and fees to repair homes and remove trees and tree limbs damaged during severe winter storms. They also voted to suspend late fees for Austin Energy and Austin Water bills to enable residents and businesses to focus on repair and restoration efforts after the storms. Customers are already protected from rate spikes due to the city's fixed rates set by council. Austin COVID-19 vaccines are up and running again after 8 days of delay.
I'm going to put a Band-Aid on, sir.
Operations at testing and vaccination sites, as well as limited staffing for data entry and case investigations, were suspended due to weather. Austin Public Health joined with city and county departments in the emergency weather response, all while concurrently planning for the impending mass vaccine distribution needed to catch up. 3,300 vaccine appointments were canceled due to the storms. Austin Public Health resumed COVID-19 operations on February 21st. If you had an appointment, please check your phone and email frequently for updates. Phone banks were also affected by power outages and will be back online to call those without internet access. Staff will manually schedule each person and provide them with a time, date, and location. Finally, we'd like to close by bringing you the stories of last week's heroes, the folks who worked all day and night to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible.
Should be closer. 2911.
347.
Already?
Yeah.
Dang, it's gonna take longer than I thought.
2 days ago, I went home for the first time since the Thursday before. Normally, my wife and I, we always go on a Valentine's vacation. I missed that. This Friday was my birthday. I was working. So it's been a tough week. It's one of the longest I've had to work since I've been here. Man, the snow, the conditions themselves, just driving, we've had a couple close calls. Just navigating to our equipment was tough in itself. So just imagine doing this when it's 17 degrees and your fingers don't want to work. And I know there were guys working just as hard as we were to try to restore our power. Everybody helps each other. Everybody works together. It's a team. To the community, I would say, be patient with us for sure. We're definitely working hard, trying to get it restored. I know it's frustrating when your power's off for sure. Sometimes we don't know how long it's going to take because we haven't found the problem yet, and we're working to do and find that.
A lot of us don't have power, but at the same time, like, a lot of these people don't either, and they're out here trying to make sure that everyone gets power. So I just want to say thank you to all of them. I appreciate it.
It's tough, but like I said before, we've all been away from our families for long periods of time because of storm restoration. So if this is your first storm, I'm sure it's hard, but this is none of our first rodeos, so we got it. We're just out here to work and get our job done. I mean, if they could be patient, that'd be great, but if they're not, we totally understand, but they just have to know that we're not leaving until the power's on.
And that's it for this week's City View. Thanks for watching, Austin. Be sure to catch up on all the latest information on atxn.tv, our social media channels, and on our dedicated webpage, austintexas.gov/COVID-19. Stay well, Austin.